Okay, so first of all, very good afternoon to everyone present in today's webinar. So I welcome you all to today's exclusive webinar. The topic is Akshay Tritiya, an auspicious time to buy digital gold. So the word Akshay Tritiya has indeed a very deep meaning inside it. The word Akshay means that something that is everlasting. So the Akshay Tritiya is generally considered as auspicious Hindu festival and also a Jain festival, and it is also considered one of the very auspicious in many regions of India and Nepal as well. So the main thing over here in Akshay Tritiya festival as a whole is that it is a very auspicious time to begin a new venture for marriage life, and also to make some expensive investment such as gold, silver, and also big investments such as property as well, and also for starting something new. So indeed, it has a very importance in the religion of Hindu and Jain as well. So today over here, we can look for some buying opportunity for broader time perspective for 6 months to a year or two in gold and silver. So going ahead, the main agenda over here is that we are going to discuss why gold is still very attractive from the current levels, and also apart from Akshay Tritiya, which is an occasion. So going ahead, let's discuss the gold. So before we start, here you can see is the past performance by the gold and silver during the Akshay Tritiya. So over here we have taken the price data for 5 to 6 years, past 5 to 6 years, whereas we can clearly find out that over here in terms of gold, the average return has been about a positive 12.89%, while silver also is has moved in sync with the gold, and it has been also given a average return of 12.86%. So since these prices which you are saying, these are prices which are from the prior Akshay Tritiya, when the festival had taken place. So on the left, as it is clearly mentioned, this is the chart price data of gold, and on the right side you can say is of silver. So one thing is quite clear from this data is that since the inception of Akshay Tritiya every year, we can see that gold has been a quite attractive asset in the past, and also we can see that the gold can still outperform the market, and we can expect the gold to give attractive returns from the upcoming Akshay Tritiya as well. So starting with the charts which we can discuss. So over here, the chart which you are actually witnessing are the weekly chart of gold. So before we discuss about the levels, I'll just give you a glimpse about what we had actually discussed in the previous few months ago. We had released a very bullish outlook on the gold, and we actually released a report named as the Gold Spot. So the Gold Spot is the report which you can actually see over here. This is just a glimpse what we had actually discussed and when we had actually published it. So the Gold Spot report was published in the end of the December 2022. While if we'll have a look at the equity markets, the equity market since topping out at the early December 2022, post that we witnessed a dip. So gold actually managed to show its outperformance in this dip cut of 10 to 11%, while just giving you an idea what the report actually had uh, been consisted of. So this is the report. Early in the first page, we can see the Comex gold. We had a bullish outlook here as well in the Comex gold. This is were looking when we had published. And nevertheless, we got to see a up move, and prices are currently following the same path which we had discussed in this report in the Comax Gold as well. Coming to the MCX gold near month future, which we had actually discussed in the same report, where the gold was actually quoting at 55,034. And post that, again, the gold has actually managed to perform the way we have described in this report. So from the current levels, when we had this released this report, we got to witness a up move of 10 to 12% as well over here, and which can clearly say that this recommendation has actually outperformed the equities. And lastly, coming to the gold ETF, which we had uh, published at that time only. So even over that time, the gold ETFs were quoting at the mark of 46.87, and currently it has been trading around about to 50-55 levels. So this shows that even over here, the gold ETF has performed as it is mentioned over here, and it is up by around about to 10 to 11% as well. So now what's next in the gold? So gold from the current level is also quite attractive. We can just by time we'll discuss what is the probable path ahead for the gold. So let's begin. So firstly, here the chart which you are witnessing is the ratio chart of gold and the benchmark index Nifty. So what I have done over here, it is basically the ratio between the gold and the Nifty. That is, I have divided the price of gold with the Nifty so that we can get to see the who is the actual outperformer over here and who has the potential to outperform from the current levels. So over here, beginning with the ratio chart, we saw that this ratio had been stuck in a very broader range, and now in the early mid March, we can see that there is a breakout of this range. So generally, a breakout in the ratio chart, it shows that the outperformance is going to come, and the outperformance has already been started. So over here, there is a breakout of past 2 years. We can see that from this level, the gold, the breakout which has actually happened, can drag the prices of gold higher and actually can outperform the benchmark index Nifty. So benchmark index Nifty is actually a representation of equities. So therefore, we can just infer that the gold can actually outperform the equities from the current levels. Coming to the price chart. So price chart, if we'll have a look on the monthly time frames. So in the monthly chart, gold since the start of August 2022 till the level of December 2022, from the month of August 2020 to December 2022, we got to see a very broader range of gold moving into range where on the higher side it was 56,180, while on the lower side it was around about to 43,900 mark. So in this narrow range, the gold kept moving, which though we can infer that over here there was some kind of coil which was taking into place, and also the consolidation breakout from the current levels of the range. If we could have witnessed, the breakout could have been even quite stronger, and we have actually witnessed that breakout. So going ahead, the charts are quite positive from the current levels. If we'll have a look technically, the charts have given a very strong breakout. Even the ratio charts which we just witnessed earlier have also shown a breakout, which is also in sync with the prices, which gives more positive cues to the trend which we are going to witness from the current levels on the upside. So talking about the levels. So the first of all, the level which we can witness on the higher side is the mark of 65,000, which is the forecast of the pattern, cup and handle pattern, which we just have witnessed the breakout in the mid of December. So the first level which on the higher side you can witness is the 65,000 mark. While going ahead, if the prices which can sustain the mark of 65,000, the next higher extrapolated level on the higher side for the gold is 75,000. So the gold has actually witnessed a very strong rally, and from the overall technical perspective and the inference from the technical charts and multiple cues, we can infer that the gold is quite attractive from the current levels as well, and it has the potential to go higher till the level of 65,000, followed by 75,000 on the higher side. Coming to the gold ETFs. So over here, we can say is the Nippon Gold
No,
Gold
you
Beach.
have to take gold bean. It's a Nifty beach. What you are
Sorry,
saying.
yeah. So here you can see is the Nifty, sorry, the gold base. So currently it is quoting at a mark of 51.53. So going ahead, as mentioned in the report earlier, the target for the gold base were 60 followed by 65. So the targets are still active. Going ahead, we can expect this gold base ETF to go much more higher than the mark of 60 followed by 65 as well. So coming to the charts of silver from the current levels. So here the chart which you are witnessing is the weekly chart of the silver. Even the charts of silver, the prices were into a very sideways range, and which were moving a bit in sync with the gold. So for the past 2 years, the prices of silver are in a very broader range, while on the higher side it is 77,950, while on the lower side it is 51,860. So for past 2 years, the silver has actually not done anything. The prices have been stuck in a very broader range. While now we can see some kind of positive cues developing into the technical charts of silver. So going ahead, now we are getting to see some kind of breakout. The recent breakout which we have witnessed around the level of 71,500, it is a clear breakout of inverse head and shoulder pattern, which is also a continuation pattern and indicates a continuation of prior uptrend from the current mark of 75,050 levels. So going ahead, the forecasted level for the silver over here is 85,000 600 on the higher side, and post that, if we witness that the prices are sustaining well above this mark, we can expect again another up leg which can drag the prices higher to the level of 90 followed by 92,000. So again over here, coming on the ratio charts. So just summarizing what this ratio chart is, it is basically the price of silver divided by the price of Nifty, which is the benchmark index and also a representative of the Indian equities. So even over here, we are actually witnessing a good breakout. Clear base has been formed on the lower side. A good breakout over here, a breakout which the prices have actually shown after a period of 2 years. So it can be witnessed, it can be inferred that from the current levels, even there are potential that the silver can also outperform the equities and also match up the performance with the gold in terms of return as well as in terms of structure. So going ahead, even the charts of silver are quite positive at the current levels. So how do we actually capitalize from the this upcoming rally of gold and silver? So there are some ways where we can go with the ETFs over here. So this is the returns of gold ETFs and the funds of gold, which you can see over here. So over here, these are the names of the schemes for which the ETFs are. Also, it is the latest NAV for the particular schemes, and these are the returns which you can see. These are the total CAGR, which is the compounded returns you can consider for the period of 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, followed by a year, 3 years, and 5 years. So that's it from my side. So now we are open for the Q&A session. If you have any doubts, you can ask your doubts in the Q&A session. Sorry, in the chat box, you can ask your doubts. Thank you.
Thank you, Omkar. Now we start the Q&A session. So if anybody has a question related to the subject, you can please raise your hand, or you can share your question in the chat box. And Omkar will be more than happy to help you out with your answer, with the answer. Okay, so there is one question by Mr. Chipinto. Is there a price difference between gold bees and funds? Omkar?
So, okay, I will just take the questions.
Okay, Rupesh is
So,
taking.
thank Pinto for the question. There is always be a price differentiation between funds and the ETF. The reason being ETF are marked to the LME gold exchange and fund are marked to the Indian gold. So that's the reason the price differentiation will be there. Currently, price differentiation is favorable to the ETF at a lower price compared to the funds.
Okay, thanks.
Anyone have any other questions?
What about those sovereign gold bonds?
So the gold bonds is the best option in a current scenario with a taxation angle also. The reason being the gold bonds, when it matured or when you surrender to the government of India through RBI, whatever the capital then you will earn will be the tax free. And hypothetically, let's consider you purchase in the current scenario at 6,000 levels, and maybe a 8 year down the line, which is the maturity of the bonds, the price may move from 6,000 to 9,000. So whatever the 3,000 rupees the earnings you will earn from the capital there, from the gold bonds will become the tax free. Along with that, to promote the digitalization of the gold, Indian government is rewarding the unit holder by paying 2.5% per annum taxable interest. So you earn 2.5% taxable interest, but the capital then whatever you made will be the tax free. So a gold bond is the better choice, and you can buy to the primary market when the RBI issue the bonds, or secondary market to the NHC, BHC, to our dealers, all the through online terminals.
Okay, thank you. It's available, right? That's what I want to know.
Yes, you are. They are available in the market.
Okay.
I had one question for Omkar. So, as an investor, if I'm looking to invest in gold now, what target price should I look around 1 year to 2 years time horizon?
Okay, so for a year or two, if you are looking, the target for the gold would be around 70,000 to 75,000. And if that level is also taken out, we can also expect the rally to be stretched till the mark of 80,000.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Do we have any further questions coming up? If anybody has any question, please feel free to ask. So Rupesh and Omkar is here to answer all your questions.
Normally अक्षय तृतीया एक इंडिया में सबसे बड़ा दिन होता है फॉर द सम ऑस्पिशियस डे, जहाँ पे अपन गोल्ड, सिल्वर, प्रॉपर्टी या कोई भी नया बिजनेस चालू करते हैं, तो नॉर्मली गुड़ी पाड़वा या अक्षय तृतीया के दिन चालू करते हैं। उसी एंगल से गोल्ड ये लेवल में क्यों अच्छा लगता है और क्या यहाँ से अपन दिखाई देता है, जो ओमकार ने आपको बताया कि अराउंड 70 to 80,000 इसमें नेक्स्ट 1-2 साल में ये 80,000 तक भी जाने की प्रोबेबिलिटी है। तो आप सपोज आज 60,000 पे या 61,000 पे भी लेते हो और अराउंड 15-20% रिटर्न के हिसाब से आप देखते हो, तो शॉर्ट टर्म में भी अच्छा अपॉर्चुनिटी दिखाई देता है। इंडिया नॉर्मली सेकंड लार्जेस्ट गोल्ड इंपोर्टर कंट्री है इन द वर्ल्ड, तो वो हिसाब से गोल्ड डिमांड बहुत है। और अच्छी पीछे डे पे अपने तो गोल्ड नॉर्मली अपना 5-10 है अपन खरीदते, तो रैदर देन फिजिकल बाय करने के बदले अपन डीमैट मोड में या डिजिटल बाय करोगे तो बेटर होगा। जैसे डिजिटल में गोल्ड बॉन्ड्स है, गोल्ड ईटीएफ है या गोल्ड फंड ऑफ फंड है, तीनों मोड से आप ऑनलाइन बाइंग कर सकते हैं जीपीएल प्रो मार्केट के थ्रू या जीपीएल एमएफ के थ्रू आप म्यूचुअल फंड बाय कर सकते हो। आप तो कुछ भी इसके अलावा और क्वेश्चन आंसर है या ट्रांजैक्शन करने में कोई प्रॉब्लम्स आ रही है तो आप हमारे support@GEPL Capital से कनेक्ट करके आपके प्रॉब्लम्स या आपके ट्रांजैक्शन टलवा सकते हो। Norman, I think there are no questions.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that there are no more further questions. So once again, thank you, Omkar and Rupesh, for your insights on the gold on Akshaya Tritiya. And thank you all the participants for giving your time for this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you.